We have this elephant in the room that's killing us all. White supremacy and racism is bad for everyone, including white people. I think we have a window right now, and you all are the key. White women are the key. You have more power than you'll ever know. In this time and place, if you all can join us and join our sisterhood, the world changes. That's why I'm here, because it all starts with conversation. So thank you sincerely for being here, because it's not an easy conversation and you didn't have to be here, you chose to be here. I'd love if everyone could just go around the table and briefly introduce yourselves, say a little bit about yourselves and why you're here.
I have 2 young children, and it's important for me that they grow up colorblind, right?
I'm an artist and a barista, and I learned about this through Syra, through your Facebook. The reason I'm here is because I've always thought of myself as being like kind of woke. And I mean, you know, my best friend is Mexican, my partner is biracial. We have these conversations all the time. But then through following your posts and interacting on your posts, I realized I'm not doing that great. And I feel like there's a racist white man living in my brain, and it's my dad's voice.
I'm a descendant of slave traders who believes very strongly in telling ugly history. It's an honor to be here, and I'm willing and wanting to get uncomfortable because I think that's what we need to do.
Thanks, Holly.
Thank you.
Absolutely right.
I'm half Mexican, half white, and my family has every shade under the sun in it. So for me, race has never really been a thing.
Hi, Hazel. I do believe that this is such an important conversation, especially because I do have 2 children that are young, that it's on us to do better, to do more.
My kids are biracial, so my husband is Hispanic and white, and I don't see color. I don't see, so how she said, I'm blinded to color. Like, it doesn't faze me at all. When we bleed red.
I'm here tonight because I'm confused. I watched my son feel victimized. He felt that because he was a white male, that he was a victim of reverse racism.
We're all human. We all have a light, a heart shining within us that needs to be seen. We all need to be a little bit better and just recognize the love in each and every one of us.
Every single dinner, without fail, we've got like the woke wars. And so it really is this like being wedded to how not racist you are, but it's a start. It's a start, and you've got to start somewhere.
One of the things we know is that you cannot change what you don't acknowledge. So we're here to help you acknowledge some things and to try and work on changing some things.
So I've heard this a couple times already, colorblind, and you don't see color, and I'm just gonna drop the bomb here, that's white supremacy. Color blindness is white supremacy. You even said, I don't see the color of anyone's skin because when we cut ourselves open, we all bleed red. So you acknowledge that you see the red. How can you not see the color of our skin?
Because to me, my husband's Hispanic. I've dated every race. It doesn't, to me, I see inside. I see your love, your morals, your values. I see what we have in common. Like my husband, we enjoy doing things together. Like the different things I don't see.
Maybe like your experience in the world is different than theirs.
Yeah.
You walk through the world with a different experience because you are a white woman.
What is the number one thing that white women feel the desperate need to be over and above everything else? Nice. White women feel the desperate need to be nice. It's white women's niceness that is killing us all. And so what does nice mean for white women? It means smiling. It means being polite. It means not calling out oppression when it happens. When you say you're colorblind, you erase us.
But you're not being defensive as well? I don't.
We're sharing our truth.
And I'm sharing my truth too. I mean, that to me is saying.
We need to educate ourselves so much because we have no idea.
Is that what this conversation is about? Some education?
You know, change requires pain. Most people will not change until they have what I call a significant emotional event.
And I also want to lay a couple of other things down. You've mentioned it and you've mentioned it. Being married to a black person or a brown person, having brown or black children does not make you impervious to racism. You cannot, frankly, fuck your way out of racism.
Let me ask you a question. How many of you would trade places with a black person in this society? Raise your hand.
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, it's yes or no. How many of you would do it?
I mean, I dated a Hispanic, very dark.
No, I'm not talking about
Hispanic.
The question is,
But I was going to have children, so I spent many years thinking of myself of having very dark-skinned children.
question is, how many of you would be willing to trade places in this society with a black person?
I think I would.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay.
I'm not saying there's not racism. Absolutely not. It's just saying I don't see it.
Yeah, but you know how racist this country
Not
is.
to the degree that you do.
Oh,
to
no,
be
you
frank
will
with
never know. You know, in this country, we created the criminalization of black people. And when your skin is seen as a weapon, you're never unarmed. And that's why black boys and men and women are dying in the street with their hands up. I was born in 1950 and everything was in black and white. I am myself, now almost 70, 4 generations out of slavery. And that should tell you something. I am a mother. I have 2 adult children. I have 4 grandchildren, 11 siblings, and each of them has children. So this work is so important to me. The more you think about white privilege and racism, the more you get why white people don't want to talk about it. They just want to be in denial, denial, denial. I don't think as a black person I have the luxury of sitting around and doing nothing, because the lives of my grandchildren and my children depend on me being active in this space. We have to be in this because our life depends on it. We have one rule, and that is if you're going to cry, leave the table and go into the living room there.
It's right there.
And there's some Kleenex and whatever you need. Does anybody know why we would have that rule?
Because this is about white supremacy and not our personal feelings, right?
Mm-hmm. And when a white woman starts crying, what happens?
All the attention is to
Everybody
the
goes
woman.
back.
All the attention. So that's the only rule that we have.
Does anyone want to cry right now? No? Okay, all right. So I want a show of hands of everyone at this table who is racist.
I want to cry. So I can't sit here?
You gotta go. Sorry, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it in.
Okay. So I saw a couple people surprised that I raised my hand. When I said that I was racist, I am racist against black people. So it's institutional. Indians are institutionally racist against black people. The only person at this table that cannot be institutionally racist against anybody is who? Regina.
White supremacy is what keeps Americans from having these conversations about race. And I think it was the great Frederick Douglass who said, "Power cedes nothing. It never has and it never will." So what that means for us is white men are not going to give up their power. So that means we have to take it.
Deconstructing Karen is dismantling your own white supremacy.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh understand all things. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. That's who this word ignorantly called God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit in the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew tongue. Double honors to the elders and apostles across the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth and sincerity. We know where that truth lives with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'm going to title this video, so-called white women, Karens, are not exempt from our Lord's judgment, man. Okay? And as you see, the clip that I brought to you, it's called Deconstructing Karen. I guess it's on Tubi. I believe so. I believe it's on Tubi. Don't give me the line. But, yeah, but I seen it on TikTok, and I just want to go into it because, these so-called white women, they are a part of, they play a big part in the slaughtering of Jake as well, of you so-called Negroes, man. Okay? Still to this day, all the way from the 1900s all the way up to now, man. Before the 1900s, 1800s, 1600s, they would go down, they would go play around with Jake and, end up getting caught and say Jake raped him, It's been hundreds of Negroes. They have slaughtered towns behind the lies of the so-called white woman, which I call the devil bitch. Okay? But, yeah, I'm going to read this verse again. This is Proverbs 28 and 5. It says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh understand all things, man. And evil men goes as far as evil women as well. When the Lord speaks to men in these scriptures, it's also referring to women as well. But there's going to be some text where it says a man can't do this as a woman do, and a woman can't do this as a man do. But when it's talking like this, it's referring to men, the men first, and women as well, because like I'm going to go into this, because women, evil women ain't going to understand judgment either, man. You see these Karens sitting at the table, man, they claim they understood, claim they understand the judgments of what's going on, but they actually see it though. It's not like, they don't see it through everyday life, they just don't want to understand it as well. They don't care. They don't care. Why? Because their life is going okay, man. They're rich, they got rich husbands, they're able to just live their lives the way they want, man. They're not in the seats of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians, Jamaicans, and Haitians. As far as the women, the devil bitch has a lot of power, man, when it comes to going against Jake. That's why we tell hey, like the elder said, it's nothing wrong with having concubines and women of other nations, dealing with the devil bitch, it's brother's preference, man. But, as far as me, man, I really can't trust him, man. I ain't really dealing with what I went through part of time with a couple of them. But in my past, in my teens, going into being grown and shit, they're nothing but liars, man. And they just as bad as Ion, man. But you may find something that'll treat you right, man, but hey, nah. I just can't trust them, man. You know, as far as dating one, I ain't really into all that because, you know, hey, man, they done did a lot of wicked shit towards Jake, man. And, you know, still doing it, man. Still doing it to this day, you know. Just calling the police out of nowhere because Jake walking in the neighborhood minding his business. You know, it's always you Negroes would never have to worry about being alone because there will always be a Karen in your business, man. Always. 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 Let me get a but the Lord has judgment upon these men wives, man. Okay? Because a lot of lies, a lot of Israelite lives have been deleted by the lies of these so-called white women, man. These devil bitches, okay? Let me get a precept. It says, the wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. And, you know, it's a lot of Jakes that have been persecuted through the pride of these so-called white women, man. You know, like there's a movie called Rosewood, man, through the pride and lies behind these so-called white women. There's a movie called Rosewood where this devil bitch, Esau come through there. Nigga, I guess she was cheating on her husband. The guy come through there, he lay with her, and then she getting up arguing with him. He slapped her, and he left. She claimed it was a nigga. She claimed it was Jake. She told me it was a nigga. It was a big black nigga. And what they do, they gather themselves up for war and went through Rosewood and slayed every Negro they could, man. They didn't ask this woman who it was or nothing. They didn't bring nobody. They just went through killing, man. And the woman came forth and they realized didn't nobody rape her. But they have unalived all these Negroes, man, behind her lies. You know, let me get a video real quick. Got one more video I want to show.
Then I realized what it is.
It's a lot. Let me see. Here we go.
One of the questions I have is, why is it that white people think they're the only Americans? That they think they're real Americans and the rest of us are like pretend Americans. What?
And this is where I say Israelites, our people, don't have no knowledge of who they are, man. They still kind of, the woman has no understanding. He had deprived her of understanding. Let me get that, man. These women are gone, man. Majority of them. Now, you got a very, 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 very small few that will, you know, that the Lord is dealing with. You know, that's stand, if they ain't got no man, they stand single, you know, living by the word the best way they can, learning, watching the truth. Because you got a lot of women out here talking about, oh, you know, they're gods or we come through their portal and all this dumbass shit, man. Like, bro, the Lord has not given the woman understanding of anything, man. And that's why these so-called white women, these so-called white women have more understanding than our women today about what's going on with us, man. You know what I mean? They understand it, but they want to bypass it, you know? But this is Job 39 and 17. Because he have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted her to understanding, man. So, man, you got a lot of fucking bullshit-ass doctrines out here that these women will follow, man. You know? And because why? The Lord ain't dealing with them. He hasn't given them understanding, man. Okay? But to go back to land back on what she's saying, why do everybody, we're not American. You are an Israelite. If your father, biological father, blood father was a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Jamaican, Native Indian, or Haitian, You are an Israelite. It doesn't matter what your mother is. You are an Israelite. It's who your father is, okay? Get that real quick. I'm going to let this video play, man. Then I'm going to get up out of here. This is Numbers 1:18. It says, they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees, bloodline, after their families by the houses of their fathers, according to the number of the names of the 20-year-old and upward of their polls. You see? So the Lord deals with the seed of the father. A woman cannot get pregnant without what? A man's seed, man. So you are who your father is, okay? So for edification, man, we are not Americans, man. We are not we're not called no land. They were doing that in the days of old in the scriptures as well, but we knew in the days of old, they knew they were Israelites. But y'all lost y'all memory today through this man oppression. We are Israelites. We're not Americans. It's a lot.
What is that about?
I think I have a little bit of a problem with the we versus I think that there is the big perpetual we, right? We white women for sure. But I think there's also we African Americans and we were slaves, right? And these things happen to us. That doesn't happen to everybody, right? I mean, and I understand, and I am here.
It happened to all African Americans. Yeah.
It didn't happen to you.
Listen. One of the things that we
see what they put? It didn't happen to you. Hear the devil, bitch? It didn't happen to you. Like, nigga, it happened to it's still happening today. Look at all these cases that all these other nations are these other nations are gunning down our people and walking away, man. They're going home. It's happening today. But this is what they push. That's why these devils must go, man. Man, woman, and child. Let me get a scripture. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. I'm going to start at 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. The Lord is talking about these so-called white people. So everybody who's joined on to them, and you can have you could have married an Edomite, Jake. You gonna fall by the sword, man. You gonna fall by the sword, man. You are going to fall by the sword, man. Why? Because in that time of day, man, these devils ain't gonna die. The devil bitch ain't gonna die for Jake, man. If she's rooted through her dad being a true Edomite, man, she ain't gonna die for Jake, man. I'm just keep it 100, man. Ain't gonna die for Jake, man. It's not in their spirit to. The Lord didn't put it in their spirit to sacrifice for us, man. He put it in their spirit to go against us, man. Like the woman, you can't fuck your way out of racism, man. You can't fuck your way out of what the Lord ordained her to be, you know. Yeah, you got some Jakes that may got some white women that try to jump over the world for them. But in that day of the Lord is going to put them in that true spirit, man. In their true nature of what? Going against us, man. Like they always have been. It says, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man. So, hey, in that day, these devil bitches are going to get a lot of Jakes killed, man. You know? And you got just like a clip. They found Jake was walking and it was like a car full of so-called white women, man. Excuse my French. Excuse my French. You don't like it? Oh well, you can go to the next channel. But I'm here for the elect. The elect will listen. But it's a lot. Yeah, it was a Jake walking, and it was 4 Edomites, 4 so-called white women in a car, and they picked him up. You know, and they stopped at a convenience store, and they were like, "Yeah, can you go get us some liquor? Go get us some liquor." So they naming off what they want, and Jake go in the store. He comes back out the store with all the stuff, and it's 2 trucks full of Esau's, man, full of Edomite men with bats and chains. He tried to run into the convenience store, and they locked it and they killed him, man. That's a true story. Never trust thy enemy, man. I don't care if it's a man, woman, or a child of their nation. It's not to be trusted, man. It says their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, man. Okay? You see, they have judgment as well. Their children shall be dashed to pieces. The Lord is talking about them. He's talking about these Edomites. This is prophecy towards these so-called white people. Man, woman, and child. The Lord is going to judge man, woman, and child of them, man. Why? Because watch this video, man.
No, one of the things, let me just say.
I have a lot of Native American history, and I don't take advantage.
Yeah, not Native American history is crazy. They love to say they ain't nothing but $5 Indians. They just speak lawfully, speak wicked concerning oppression. Let me see. Hold on, Salon, bear with me. There you go. It says, this Psalm 73, and I'm gonna start at verse 8. They are corrupt. They speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth, man. And that's exactly what this devil bitch is doing right here, man. It wasn't you. It was, man, nigga, our ancestors still ain't benefiting from being here today. We ain't benefiting from slavery today. We're not. We're still going through the same shit, except for they allow you Negroes to think you free. It's because you can get up, go to work, and buy your own stuff. You still oppressed. You still can get pulled over. You still can get a charge thrown on you by this police, by this man, by this devil. You can still be unrighteously judged, going to court. Like, it's bullshit, man. And this devil bitch up here talking about, well, it didn't happen to you. No, it's happening to the people today. Today. You know, and they refuse to see that because why? They're evil. They don't want to see judgments, man. But he that seeketh the Lord seeth all things. And that's why I serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah and trying to get closer to him, man, because he's showing me a lot of things, man. Things being revealed to me, and I didn't ask, but like, you know, it took time for him to reveal. But everything is being revealed now, man. And it's like, when you seek him, man, he's going to reveal everything, man. Things that people done said about you behind your back, all type of things, bro. It's going to be revealed, man. Because why? You try to be nigh to him, man. You fast, you do everything you can, get into the scriptures to be nigh to him through tribulation, man. And this is why we can see, you know, these devils. Especially these devil bitches, man. We can see their spirit, man. They ain't right. She gonna sit up here, it didn't happen to you. No, it happened to our ancestors, and we're still going through it today. We're still going through it today, man.
Time out. Are you saying that black people, African Americans, descendants of slaves, are taking advantage of that? You just said
That's not what I'm saying.
You just said that you have a lot of Native American.
And they love to say, well, you Negroes still complaining about what happened to y'all, instead of just getting up and then and striving through this society. Motherfucker, you to beat a nation down for over 200 years and hold them back from getting houses, getting land, and then tell them to stop complaining about it. Stop complaining about what happened and strive through it today. You still all go through all that and still try to go through their system and still get denied for a lot of things, man. And you got the nerve to tell Negroes to still just get up and don't worry about it, forget about it, and keep striving in today's world. Hell, I made it. You can too. It's fucking bullshit, man. It's bullshit, bro. And that's what they love to push because they get fair opportunities. We don't. A door may open here, but you got 4 doors closed over here. Then you got to go to this door. This door might open, but soon as that door open, the next door, they close that door on you of opportunity. So now you got a setback, and then you go through 2 doors, little bit of opportunity. The other 2 doors you got to go through to be successful, they close. So it's like a maze we got to go through in this place, man. But they love to stress the simple fact that, oh, you can do it, I did it. Nigga, no, we can't. We're under curses.
You don't take advantage of the government's.
You actually know that more white people are on welfare than black people, right? You know that, don't you?
Sure. I don't know what that.
That's a fact. You can go look at the numbers and statistics. That's a fact, man. You know, that's a fact. Because it was actually built for them. It was actually built for the so-called white woman, man. And their time in trouble because because they were these so-called white folks, when we were in slavery, they were still doing bad. They were still doing bad. So the assistance was for them.
Everybody.
Well, what are you saying? I don't understand.
In a racist statement, when people are, I feel like there's a lot of conversation where I constantly do feel like it is we, African American culture, bad things are happening to us, big picture we. And I do agree that there is a lot of big picture we, bad things happening to us.
All the time.
And I've seen it firsthand.
At these dinners, we see white women behaving badly. And that bad behavior looks like denial of white supremacy, denial of racism, and even denial of slavery. This is nothing new. This has been going on for centuries. Let's go back to 1876, when a former slave owner named Lucy Foreman Harley said she was assaulted by 2 black men, leading to a white paramilitary mob killing as many as 100 black men, which witnesses later said was just an excuse to suppress black voters.
See? It's a lot.
Assaulted by 2 black men, leading to a white paramilitary mob killing as many as 100 black men, which witnesses later said was just an excuse to suppress black voters. In 1898, Rebecca Latimer Felton.
So this devil spread that lie just so they can suppress black voters, man. Kill away, delete black voters. You see that? See? They take play into the plan of what the so-called white man done. They fall in suit. They fall in suit, man. But the nigga woman today can't fall in suit with the so-called black man, bro. Our women will not fall in suit for shit, bro. They are against us. But these women, they fall in suit with the wicked man. You know? It's crazy.
Who, by the way, was a suffragette and the first female United States Senator, called for the lynching of thousands of black men if it meant protecting white women. Her claim sparked a riot that killed 25 black men. But of course, she's remembered as a hero, a progressive icon for women's rights. Fast forward to 1908. Mabel Hallam claimed a black man raped her. Black neighborhoods were burned, black civilians were shot, and elderly black men were lynched. And just 2 weeks later, she admitted she lied. In 1921, all that Sarah Page had to do was scream, and the whole black community was burnt to the ground, killing over 300 black people. This event is known as the Tulsa Massacre. In 1931, Victoria Price and Ruby Bates accused 9 black teenagers of rape. The Scottsboro boys went through years of trials and jail time, only for one of the girls to admit she made up the whole thing. In 1955, Carolyn Bryant said 14-year-old Emmett Till was flirting with her. We all know the story of Emmett Till. His brave mother decided to have an open casket so that people could see how he was tortured and murdered.
Out of nowhere, this black guy came up and we just opened the door and jumped in the car.
In 1994, Susan Smith claimed a black man kidnapped her kids, sparking a manhunt that labeled every black man in South Carolina a potential child killer.
It just seems so unfair that somebody could take such 2 beautiful children.
The true story? Susan Smith killed her children herself. In 2009, Bonnie Sweeten claimed she and her daughter were kidnapped by a black man so that she could swindle her boss and go to Disney World. A few years later, in 2016, rookie cop Sherry Hall claimed she was attacked by a black gunman, starting a massive manhunt. But the attack had never happened. She staged it all for attention. Which brings us back to 2020.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Christian Cooper was bird watching. More white women nonsense.
See? And that's why they're not exempt from my Lord's judgment, man. Man, woman, and child. That's why I stress that when we on the plow. The Lord is going to judge you so-called white people, which are Edomites. Man, woman, and child. You so-called white women still play a part and have played a part in destroying the Lord's chosen people, man. May death be upon y'all. Shalom, on to the next.